There we go.
We're all set?
Alright, being 7:03, I'll call the meeting of the Town of Arundel Budget Board to order. First item on the agenda is approval of the agenda. Everyone's got a copy of the agenda, right?
I don't. Oh.
Right to your
Oh, I
right.
guess I do. Where is it? Where am I? Sorry.
And
Motion to approve.
I got a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Do I have a second?
Motion to approve or second, whatever you wish.
My only question is approval of minutes of 2/27. Do we have?
I may not have them either.
I did read them and
I read
thought they
them.
were great.
Okay.
Wonderful reading, kept you enthralled.
Oh, absolutely. John did a great job.
We didn't have the minutes from the February 13th. We need to include that into the minutes.
Yeah, I have them here, but if you haven't reviewed them. then-
Well, I've reviewed them,
Okay.
but they're here. We didn't have them in the last meeting.
All right, well, if you want to add them and vote on them, that's fine with me.
Motion to approve the minutes of the 13th and 27th of February.
I'll second that.
Motion made, seconded to make the adjustment to approve minutes of 2/13 and 2/27. All those in favor? Unanimous, thank you. So we'll start off with the minutes from February 13th.
You already did them, right?
We already did that.
Just passed them.
The only thing you didn't
Oh.
approve was the agenda.
Well, we approved the agenda. The change
Oh.
of the agenda to
Oh, I thought Jack just,
2/13.
I thought Jack just
Yeah,
made a motion.
Jack's
to
motion
approve.
was
That's
to
what
approve.
my intent was, the minutes themselves,
Okay.
not just the agenda.
Okay, so we've approved the minutes of 2/13 and we've approved the minutes of 2/27.
Correct.
Now I need to
We've
approve
approved the agenda.
as
I
amended.
had the agenda approve Michelle and Jack.
Yeah.
We just didn't all say
Oh, okay, I-
Okay.
if that matters. Just kind of as-
All in favor? Okay. So we'll move on to final budget review.
You've already completed the entire budget review, and I would, unless there are some questions related to the budget, I would propose that a motion be made to accept the budget as tentatively approved by the board previously. And then that would wrap up any other discussion that you would have and would be done.
So moved.
Second.
You gotta be quick.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so we got
You're
a
on your
motion,
toes tonight, Jack.
motion made, seconded to approve, do the final approval of all the previously
Tentatively approved.
tentatively
budgets.
approved sections. All those in favor? Unanimous. Okay.
There you go, Michelle.
Thank you very much.
And then that brings us to other business.
The only thing I will have left, it won't be an action item that you would have to meet, will be that I will make sure that you get a copy of the warrant. Once we have all the warrant
Oh, right,
articles
yeah.
for the planning board that are placed on there, with the explanations delivered to you, so you have them. I'll redo the overall budget sheet and the individual budget articles with the most up-to-date expenditures to date, so you have that information as well. And I'll email it all to you, and you should have it all. If anything comes up, I'll let you know, but I think we should be all set.
So,
I did have one thing,
Yeah.
Jack. What's the RSU budget looking like? Has there been any shake up on that,
The
or-
only change that was mentioned last night was that medical costs are, they budgeted at 10% and they came in somewhat lower, but they didn't have a final number yet, but it will be lower. down in the 9% range, I think. So the final budget will be a few bucks lower.
Anything lower is better.
Right.
It's still more than it was the year before, but, you know, hey.
Yeah, the overall numbers will, you know, they're going up.
Yeah.
This is the highest year for the debt service. And then it starts going down 0.5% a year on this $45 million new debt. And then there are two big reductions coming up in the next half dozen years. But they, well, I say that, but they don't apply to us, come to think of it. When middle school and KES drop, the Kennebunk and Kennebunkport will benefit from that. 'Cause we didn't pay anything for it.
Okay,
We don't pay
yeah.
anything now.
Alright,
The only other thing I have is that I heard from the the county manager indicates that our tax assessment will maybe about $5,000 or $5,500 less than what I had initially budgeted. So if that happens, you know, he says tentatively approved if that happens, then I'll make those adjustments. Because that's a stand, you know, that we have to pay it no matter what, but it
right.
will help us when we establish a tax rate, so
Right.
that's it.
I just got notification today from the county concerning they have a caucus to start off the budget
Oh,
year.
okay.
Where you have to come and be elected and the like.
Yeah.
I've got one more year of duty.
Okay, great.
I don't think I'll be re-upping though.
Okay, we'll have to find somebody else to
Yeah.
trudge up there, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. Anyone have anything
I'll
else?
move we adjourn.
I'll second that.
I just did wanna quickly, so, shouldn't have any other meeting for this budget year.
The only thing that I'll keep you advised of, right now, I'm about 10% over on on this year's existing public works budget, which is about $70,000. Spoken to the department head, we'll keep an eye on that, but if I get to a point where I'm not gonna have enough money, then I may just have a talk with you folks as to what we're gonna.
Well, would that be because of the snowstorms?
Yeah.
Well, we can go over on that, right?
Yep, the selectmen have the ability, they have a contingency fund of 10,000 that they can use as discretionary funding, and we also every year pass a budget item, which is in the warrant article, that allows us to move 5% of the overall budget within a certain scope of the municipal operating budget to cover such costs. So
Yeah.
we have the flexibility there, but other than that, I wouldn't anticipate that we need to meet. Right.
So then, after the election in June, it would be 30 days?
Yep. 30 days we have to hold, we were a little late this year, but 30 days I'm supposed to call a meeting, then you organize and elect your officers, and then we can move on.
Okay. Alright. Now we have a motion made and seconded on the floor for adjournment. Any discussion? Oh, wait, just tonight. Okay.
It's either you or Jason.
All those in
Sure,
favor? Alright. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming out and doing this.
Just the right
Just
size
makes us
grill.
all official.
No, I know.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you had to.
It's important.
We knew it was up in the
No,
air.
no.
Yeah.
Yours is the only one I have.
And I think we were unanimous in approval of everything.